Hello, everyone, and welcome to the BMB Game of the Week of the 2017 football season. Today's contest features the Mepham Pirates and the Kennedy Cougars. I'm joined in the booth with my colleagues,
Spencer Astro
and Billy Malloy.
Today is an in-district rivalry game between the Mepham and Kennedy. Mepham's current record is 5-0. Mepham is now tied for first with rival Garden City. Mepham could take over sole possession of first place, with a Garden City loss to Cary and a victory for Mepham over Kennedy today. Last week's result was a 35-7 dominating win over New Hyde Park on Mepham's 80th homecoming game. Last week, Michael Proyos threw 8 of 10 passing for 205 yards and a touchdown in SO2. Mike Estevez ran for 65 yards and 3 first-half touchdowns on only 6 carries, and Kevin McClanahan caught 4 passes for 139 yards and a touchdown. On the other side of the ball, James Kahekliff had 8 tackles, Matt Haggai had 7 tackles, Marco Baez had 5 tackles, Kyle Bowers had 4 tackles and a sack. Earlier in the week, we spoke to Coach Cockrell on how they beat New Hyde Park in the beginning. We didn't allow ourselves to fall in distractions, he said. Obviously, homecoming has a lot of stuff going on. It's very easy to allow ourselves to be distracted. I think players did a very good job of understanding that their role is to play and win a football game and not get caught up in pep rallies, bonfires, and all that other stuff that goes on during homecoming, and focus on their job of winning the game.
Some of the key players on the Mepham Pirates offense, their senior quarterback number 10, Mike Proyos. He's 74 and 116 on his completions. Second in the county, 6th on Long Island with 1,161 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Senior running back number 2, Mike.
Today's start time is 2 o'clock p.m. The temperature is 71 degrees Fahrenheit. The wind is north at 7 miles per hour, and the forecast is cloudy with a chance of showers, although right now it's partly cloudy with some sun.
Now onto the Kennedy Cougars. Their record is 2-3 after last week's heartbreaking loss to Cary. The score was 15-12. Last week's highlights, with 6 seconds remaining in the fourth half, Dominic Rutigliano threw a 33-yard touchdown pass to Riley DeMayo to put Cary up for good. Bellmore JFK scored 12 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to take a 12-7 lead, including a touchdown pass and a fake punt. But Kennedy needs to win. Kennedy needs to focus on stopping the fast-paced offense of Mepham. Got to get Matt Jones time, and also has to keep our hands on the ball and get some drives together to keep the ball out of Mepham's offense's hands.
Playoff picture right now is that the top 8 teams get to the conference, get in. We are only in week 6 of 8, but we still have a quarter season to go. This is a big game for Kennedy as an in-district rival. We have a start. There's a squib kick to the right side, and goes out of bounds.
They might re-kick. It's either on a 35.
Yeah, it's a penalty, so they might re-kick.
Kicks out of bounds at the 34-yard line.
They might re-kick because there might be a penalty on the field.
No re-kick, no re-kick.
Mepham's offense takes the field with star quarterback, all-island quarterback, Mike Proyos, and running back, Mike Estevez. The offensive line right now is offensive line senior Kyle Bowers, offensive line sophomore Ryan Haggai, offensive line senior Michael Osorio, James Bernardi at the O-line too, he's also senior, Connor Malloy, O-line junior. Back for receivers, Gianni Macchio, wide receiver. Here he has 3 touchdowns. Michael Estevez is a running back senior. Hand off to Estevez up the field. Stuffed by a C of Kennedy.
Kennedy defense is up.
The Kennedy defense. 11:45. In the secondary, they got D. Sokas at quarterback. Jake Fuller also a quarterback. Michael Proyos in the shotgun. Snaps. Drops back. Going wide from McClanahan, but incomplete. That was intended for Mike McClanahan.
Pass incomplete, intended for Kevin McClanahan.
My mistake, Kevin McClanahan. Also, Jake Fuller, safety. We also have Joseph Papillo as a free safety. Richard Droud, also a safety. He's a senior. And Fadlin Silo, also a cornerback. Kevin McClanahan, coach says that he's the most consistent of the receivers in game out. In the game and out. Proyos drops back. He's on the run. Ooh. Incomplete pass. Good diving stop.
That would have been a great catch there, Rock.
Dan Seff for the starting defense for Kennedy Cougars. Dan Saffron's a defensive lineman. Nick Caminelli, defensive lineman. Jason Cools. Nick Fulgenti. Anthony Voss. Jordan Petty. And William Dong. 11:21 left in the first quarter of play. Proyos drops back, but he punts. No one in the backfield. But McClanahan and the Mepham Pirates all the way back there. They will let it roll out. And stop at just
Down to the 15-yard
right
line.
at the 15-yard line.
Kennedy offense takes over.
As Spencer said before, the offensive line coach Tom Durden of Kennedy Cougar says he has to get Matt Jones time in the pocket for him to make a pass, and also they have to establish a drive in order to get the Mepham defense on their heels.
Yeah, because once they get going, they do a good job with the play calling.
Mepham's defense now takes the field. This is the first time Kennedy Cougars stepped on the field for the offense. Right there is Matt Jones, and also Jordan Pitty in the backfield with him. 1st and 10, JFK. It's a run up the middle by Matt Jones. That's good enough for at least 7 yards.
Matt Jones up the middle.
Great run by Matt Jones right there on the play call.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Kennedy notices the big game after losing a heartbreak to Cary last week with only 4 seconds left in the clock. A win today against Mepham will not go a long way to securing a playoff spot for the Cougars. Also have huge victory to give an in-district rival its first loss of the season.
Let's get them on 11.
Matt Jones in the pocket, hands off to Jordan Pitty up the middle, but stopped by the Mepham defense.
Pitty up the middle, stuffed by Mepham's defense.
Tackle made by James Hackcliffe.
Brings up 35.
It's now 3rd and 5 for the Kennedy Cougars.
You know that, Rock, quarterback Matt Jones, he's recently started running the ball for JFK. The 8-yard run touchdown versus Cary last week.
Matt Jones in backfield. He drops back, up for a pass. Almost intercepted. Great stop by the Mepham secondary, as that will bring up 4th down.
Almost intercepted by David Riobo there.
Pass broken up
That
by
was good
David
defense by
Riobo.
Riobo
Brings up
in the
4th
Mepham
down.
secondary. 4 and out for the Mepham Cougars.
Kennedy's
The Kennedy Cougars.
You keep charting, right? I'll be back.
Kenny Frank Keys, and that looks like Nicholas Cuccinella back for the kick. The squib kick up the middle. Right there is Kenny Frank Keys. Fighting, but finally gets down right around the 45-yard line.
For 6 yards, up to the 44-yard line. Mepham takes over.
Tackled by Eric Collins.
Coach Tom Durden of the Kennedy Cougars said JFK kids don't need motivation for this game. Coach feels they could be easily 4-1 instead of 2-3. He says the kids know that. And he said a win versus Mepham would keep JFK out of the AC going to the playoffs today if they win. 9:37 left in the first quarter. There's Proyos. Fake. Proyos up the middle.
Proyos with the keep up the middle for 5.
That's a
Brings up
5-yard gain
2nd and
for the
5.
Mepham Pirates. Now it brings up 2nd and 5. Proyos in the shotgun. Hands off to Mike Estevez up the middle. Fighting. Finally gets down.
To Mike Estevez, rumbles forward for 4 yards, brings up 3rd down.
You know, Estevez, he didn't play much last year because he was all banged up, but he's very successful 2 years on JV.
That was a good play call by Mike Proyos. But now brings up 3rd and 1 for Mepham. All-on quarterback Mike Proyos in the shotgun. Hand off to Nigel Sands. He's still fighting, but finally gets tackled out by C.
Proyos hands off to
Kennedy
Nigel
Cougars.
Sands and powers forward, close to a 1st down.
That's going to be 4th and inches, but officials
Mepham
called
moves the chains. We have 1st down.
1st down, and now Mepham seems to be moving the chains up the field. They are now close. Field goal.
two running
Nigel Sands and Mike Estevez. Fake, but Nigel Sands up the middle. He has room, but gets tackled down by the 20.
For another 10 yards.
Another first down for the Mepham Pirates offense.
Coach Krakow says the return of Nigel Sands has given the running back position another dimension. He says it could give him a two-back set, which is deadly option for the run game, and they could gain a lot of yards. With Mike Estevez and Nigel Sands with him, it could certainly be deadly. Nigel Sands on the right side, breaks some tackles, but it's finally down.
Sands once again for 8 yards.
There's a flag on the field.
Seems to be a holding flag on the field.
The officials are using pink flags this week in order to honor Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Seems to be against Mepham holding, and they will move back in yardage.
Holding penalty on Mepham, sends them back 10. We have first and about 20.
It's first and 20 for the Mepham Pirates. Proyos and the Mepham offense trying to get it going.
You know, this is the sixth play of the drive here, Rocco. See what they can do.
Drops back in the pocket. There's McClanahan up the middle. He has some room. He still won't go down, but it's finally brought down.
Proyos hits McClanahan.
Tripped up by an offensive lineman on the screen pass.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
That's a gain of 8 for McClanahan. Estevez in the backfield with Proyos. There's McClanahan on the left side. Proyos drops back in the pocket. Looking wide open. Intercepted by Kennedy. And he goes up the middle. Bad pass by Mike Proyos.
That's intercepted by Rich Stroudy.
Now, Spencer, the last time we covered an in-district rivalry game, Mike Proyos threw for 3 interceptions and some turnovers. And right now, he just turned it over again.
Yeah, you know, the Pirates, they started off slow, but then as you saw as a result of the Calhoun game, they came back and they took the game.
Kennedy's secondary, Jake Fuller, coach says is very savvy. He says he lets the QB think the guy is open, then he jumps the ball. Ocho Drought, he's also good at covering guys. JFK has a small roster in the Mepham, so most guys on a different level see Proyos on a tough competitor and a good kid.
Hand off to Pitty up the middle, stuffed for a loss.
Jordan Petty up the middle, but that was a loss of game.
Tackle made by James Hatcliffe.
That is the 5th interception for Mike Proyos on the year. Most of the year, he's been very good. But right now, with an early turnover, Kennedy has the ball. 2nd and 12 for JFK.
Here we go.
Kennedy trying to move the chains up the field so they can score. Matt Jones in the shotgun. Looks upfield.
Oh, nearly intercepted.
Wide pass. Almost intercepted by the Mepham secondary.
That was a tip pass there.
On that play, you can see right there, Mepham's defensive line provides a really good pass rush to the quarterback.
By Kennedy, Matt Jones brings up 3rd down and 12.
Also, with the return of Nigel Sands in week 2, Nigel gets to play some linebacker and also to play in the secondary, so he's another contributor that can help in the secondary now for Mepham. 3rd and 12 coming up for JFK. Matt Jones and Kennedy's offense trying to move up the field, score a touchdown. Drops back in the shotgun. He's under pressure. Screen pass. Ooh, but
Hatcliffe.
big tackle by James Hatcliffe.
That was a big hit there by Hatcliffe. You know, Coach Crackle says he just does things naturally.
And that tackle brings up 4th down and long for the Kennedy Cougars.
5:54 left in the first quarter. No score. Kenny Frank Keys and Nicholas Cuccinella back there for the punt. It's a high punt, but lets it go out of bounds. Right around the 50-yard line.
Lets it go out about 49-yard line. Mepham takes over 1st and 10.
Mepham's offense trotting back out on the field. Mike Proyos hoping to redeem himself. After last time out, he threw a pick.
Mepham, they have a really good offensive line, and it gives Proyos a lot of time to make some important moves.
Mike Proyos and Mike Estevez in the backfield. Hand off to Proyos. Goes up the middle.
Proyos up the middle for an 8-yard gain, brings up 2nd and 2.
It's an 8-yard gain for Mike Proyos.
Check that 3.
2nd and 3 for Mepham. Estevez in the backfield along with Mike Proyos. Fixed pass. Bullet pass. Intended for
Incomplete pass.
Paolino.
But no good. Coach Crocker says that Anthony Paolino is another receiver that has grown a lot. He says he runs excellent routes and continues to get better and better. During the Calhoun game, he made 2 excellent game-changing catches, which has grown his confidence. 33 coming up from Mepham, trying to move the chains upfield. Mike Proyos drops back. Screen pass, that's McClanahan up the middle.
And a first down for the Mepham Pirates.
McClanahan for a first down.
Good route by McClanahan to get upfield. First down.
40-yard line, 1st and 10. Mepham Pirates.
Mike Proyos is a senior, number 10. He's 71 of 116. Passing, 1,100 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions on the season. He's currently 2nd in Nassau County. And also 6th on the island. Mike Proyos, backfield. Drops right. Takes it himself up the right sideline. A hard hit by the Kennedy's. By the Kennedy's
38-yard line, brings up 2nd and 8.
As you see here, Mepham's running a very fast pace offense as they do play-by-play, and they get many plays done throughout the drive.
Although Kennedy Cougars defense is doing a good job of slowing that fast-paced offense down, keeping them to no score after 3 possessions so far.
2nd and 8 on Mepham. Hand off to Nigel Sands on the left side. Breaks some tackles. Still breaking, but finally gets down around the 20-yard line. Another first down coming up from Mepham.
That's a tackle by Jake Fuller.
The last time the Mepham Pirates were in the 20-yard line, Mike Proyos threw interception right around the 10. Hoping to score, Mike Proyos in the backfield along with Nigel Sands.
3 receivers to the left.
Handoff, but fake. There's Mike Proyos at the middle. But misses some tackles, but finally gets down around the 10-yard line.
Proyos on the keep, taken down by Jake Fuller. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Mepham threatening. Right near the touchdown. So. Hand off to Nigel Sands up the middle. Breaks some tackles. He could go. And that will be a touchdown. Mepham strikes first. 6-0 Mepham.
That was a great run by Nigel Sands.
A great play call, too. As Coach Cracker said, the return of Nigel Sands really helps them because it can give them a lot of options in the running game. And right there, Kennedy Cougars defense could not find a solution right there. It could not get to Nigel Sands.
Yeah, with Estevez and Sands working together, they create a deadly running back duo that can make the defense confused.
McClanahan comes out to kick the extra point.
McClanahan. Snap. Low kick, and the kick is no good. This is the first miss for Kevin McClanahan on the season. Mepham up 6-0 in the first quarter.
Very unusual for Kevin McClanahan because he's usually very good at kicking field goals.
3:40 left in first quarter. Mepham winning 6-0. You know, Billy, you gotta feel that head coach Tom Durden of the Cougars has to find something right now. They have to create some space for Matt Jones to throw some passes, move upfield, and get near the end zone.
I completely agree with that, Rocco. Mepham's defense has been doing a good job of shutting down the Cougars' chances of getting any kind of yards on this drive.
That was a 12-yard touchdown run for Nigel Sands.
Ready to kick off.
Kennedy back to receive. We have number 10, Joseph Papillo.
Justin Pillow ready to receive the kick. McClanahan will be kicking.
Along with number 6, Zach Rosenfeld.
You know, as you said, Billy, that was very unusual for McClanahan to miss that. He's usually very well inside of the 30-yard line.
Pirates burned out was had plays, 37 yards, 8-yard run by Sands, the 12-yard touchdown also by Nigel Sands. Cunningham ready. High kick. Papillo right there. Won't go down, but is finally clobbered by the Mepham
takes it out of the end zone
defense.
to the 20-yard line. First and 10, Cougars.
Matt Jones coming out now, trying to get Kenny's offense up the field, move the chains, and score.
You know, if Kennedy keeps turning over the ball and they can't convert a first down, they might not do well in the game, Rock.
Matt Jones, shotgun.
It's a toss to Fuller.
Won't go down, Fuller, but is finally tackled around the 25-yard line.
Matt Jones with the give to Fuller up the middle. 2nd and 6.
Again, 4 yards on that run.
2nd and 6 coming up for JFK. Now have 3:12 left in the first quarter. Map them up, 6-0. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Three receivers to the right for the Kennedy Cougars offense as of now. Number 7 motions to the left.
Matt Jones drops back in the pocket. Catch. Almost intercepted by McClanahan. Risky throw by Matt Jones and almost could have been a pick 6 for McClanahan and the Mepham Pirates.
As you can see on that play right there and before on previous drives, Mepham's secondary has been doing a really good job of protecting the pass, and the D-line has been helping them out with that. They've been providing a good pass rush against Matt Jones.
Billy, if the Kennedy Cougars want to stay in this game, they have to stop throwing these risky passes to the Mepham secondary.
That was probably one of the fourth time that was nearly picked off by the Mepham Pirates. There's less than 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Mepham up by 6.
Number 9, Rich Droughty motions into a trip on the left side of the field.
He drops back, but couldn't find.
Comes up short, brings up 4th down.
Number 13, that was Jake Fuller intended for, and it was incomplete as he gets tripped up the defensive back. Brings up 4th down for the Cougars. They're looking to punt now.
That's another 4 and out for the Kennedy Cougars. And Matt Jones and the Kennedy offense cannot find a solution to Mepham's defense.
Oh, and it's
That's a block.
By Marco Baez.
Pass blocked by Baez.
Picked up by Dayton Dunn, and Dayton Dunn returns it for a touchdown. 12-0 Mepham.
Wow.
You know, that was a late, Spencer, that was a late snap by the Kennedy's special teams.
Touchdown by Dayton Dunn.
And they could not get off the punt, and it was blocked by Dayton Dunn. Blocked by Marco Baez and picked up by Dayton Dunn.
You don't see that often, Rocco, but the kicker took a little too long to get that kickoff, but he didn't get it off in time. Marco Baez got able to get the block in. Dayton Dunn picked it up and returned it for a touchdown.
What a great play by the Mepham Pirates special teams defense. And as you can see now, it is 12-0 as of now before the PAT. But that just swings momentum now, and Mepham Pirates are just looking to take away this game right here. Kennedy Cougars need to find some kind of way to stop them.
Kennedy's mistakes turns into Mepham capitalizations.
What's Dayton Dunn's number? Dayton Dunn. 32? Or 33, 33.
Timeout, Mepham.
Mepham takes the timeout here with 2:29 left in the first quarter. Mepham up 12-0. You know, Spencer, you got to feel that Coach Durnan really wants his offense to find something now.
Yeah. Oh, as you said, Rocco, if they don't find something right now, they got to pick up the pace.
Block put by Marco Byers turns into a return touchdown for Dayton Dunn.
As you see, that was a great effort by Baez. This is only his first year playing. Coach Cracker recruited him after seeing him play baseball, realizing he could be a great player on this team.
Coach Cracker, very happy right now that his team is up 12-0 early in the first quarter. Mepham ready to come back out for EAT.
Looks like they're going for it.
Mepham lines up for 2.
Mepham will be going to 2. Make up for Kevin McClanahan's miss EAT. Goes right the middle. Hackcliffe, 2-point attempt is good. Mepham is up 14-0 in the first quarter.
That catch was made by the tight end, number 87, James Hackcliffe. He's got a big body, he's a tight end type, and there's not going to be many players that are going to be bigger or more physical than him. He has no problem sending it down in front of linebackers and bodying them up and catching the ball.
No, James Hackcliffe, he's good on offense and defense, as Coach Krakow has put him on both sides of the field. He had a pretty good game last week against New Hyde Park.
Kennedy coaches discussing with their team, trying to find something to do in order to get their offense started and get some points on the board.
You know, Billy, if you were in Coach Durden's shoes, what would you do to say to your team, motivate them, get a score right here?
If I were Coach Durnan, I would try to tell my players they need to pick their heads up. They can't drop their chins now and look at the ground and act all sad. The game's not over. There's plenty of time left to play. So they have plenty of time to find their rhythm in this game.
Clanahan ready to kick.
On the left side is right there is Matt Hayguy. Last week had 7 tackles on the homecoming game against New Hyde Park. McClanahan ready to kick. There's a high kick.
McClanahan boots that one to the end zone.
A touchback of a booming kickback, McClanahan.
Right there was Papillo, but dropped it. Kennedy's offense coming back out. Matt Jones trying to lead his offense up the field. Right there's Matt Jones. He's the starting quarterback for Kennedy, trying to get his team up the field.
Recently, Matt Jones has been running the ball for Kennedy by himself, trying to pick up this Kennedy offense.
He's got a strong arm. He's been making progress this season, making strong throws.
There's Matt Jones. Takes him himself to the left side, has some blockers, but gets tackled.
Jones up the middle for 1, taken down by James Hackcliffe.
Right there was big body James Hackcliffe.
2nd and 10.
That's another tackle by James Hackcliffe.
2nd and 10 coming up for JFK.
You know, Hackcliffe had 8 tackles last week, Rocco, against New Hyde Park. That was a great game for him.
There's another problem.
Baez, 22 on the left side right there. Matt Jones drops back. A pass up the middle, but over the head of
Jake Fuller.
Jake Fuller, intended for Jake Fuller off the field. Could not find him. 3rd and 10 coming up for JFK. 1:43 left in the first quarter. Mepham is up 14-0.
Jake Fuller is who that pass was intended to. He had a 50-yard touchdown catch against Cary last week and an interception. He's been really coming on as of late in the season right now.
It's so loud.
Mine?
Jones in the back.
Number 7 motion still left.
Matt Jones drops back again. Looking up the field.
Jones drops back the pass.
That was a
Takes
big
it out
hit
by
on
Mepham's
Jones.
D. Brings up 4th and 10.
That's a big hit by Marco Baez.
Did you know last semester that Marco Baez had 5 tackles?
Not even a first down picked up.
Oh, okay. Tackled by Zach.
Another unsuccessful drive by the Kennedy Cougars, yet a successful one for the Mepham defense.